Hey there fellow YouTubers, Maxx here, and of course welcome to the season finale of the XX vlogs of Maxx. So of course it's the 22nd episode, which means that 21 episodes ago I started my little vlog show to express my thoughts and opinions and stuff like that on different stuff, to talk about my thoughts on the news and just to share stuff in general. So I thought I'd start off with talking about a couple subjects and then moving into my 30 random facts about Maxx segment. But yeah, something interesting happened to me today. Spent $9 on Nevada and I ended up winning 200 back, which, as you can imagine, has made me really happy because it's rarely ever that I win on Nevada, and I honestly didn't expect to win on Nevada today. But I figured since the one Nevada thing at the mall was nice and low, I'd try my luck on it. And thankfully today was a lucky day for me. I was able to win 200 bucks. Not sure what I'm going to spend it on, but I'm sure I'll find something good to spend it on, or I might save it. Haven't really decided yet. But yeah. No, it's something interesting about YouTube. It's interesting the amount of idiots that go around on YouTube. And I'm sure few people would know about these guys. Basically these YouTubers that go around posting negative, mean, rude, thoughtful, inconsiderate comments on other people's pages because they have nothing better to do, and apparently it makes them feel good, I guess. And personally, I think this is retarded. I mean, honestly, it's freaking stupid to go around and post like mean, hurtful comments on somebody's page. And I know some of you are saying, yeah, but you gotta be used to that with YouTube, because let's face facts, on YouTube people are always going to post mean, negative comment. There's always going to be people on YouTube that are going to post mean, negative comments about you or the videos that you make, and you just gotta get used to it. And on the one hand, I agree with that, but at the same time, it sucks that you have those people on YouTube that like to go around, they have nothing better to do except go around and make negative comments on people's pages. And personally, I hate these people. What I also find interesting though is how some people on YouTube seem to really let it get to them. And the reason why I don't get this is because there's a simple solution to the whole negative comment problem. Basically, the thing that I do with it is basically I will go and if somebody leaves me a negative comment, I'll block that person. So basically they can't leave me any more negative comments. And that way it's pretty much problem solved, because if they can't leave comments on your page or on your videos or even watch your videos in general, then they can't leave bad comments, and thus they have no way to piss you off even further. So that's one of the things I'd like to do. I'd also like to take the time to give a quick shout out to awesomeccz. I recently seen a video he did where he gave a little shout out to me in his vlog about vlogging video, and I'd like to say to you CCs, I really appreciate that. It was an unexpected surprise. I actually had to do a double take of the video because for a minute there I thought I was hearing things, but then when I realized it was my name, that you had mentioned me in your vlog, I was really happy about that, so thank you CCs. Still enjoy your channel, looking forward to what you'll do in the future in your videos. And yeah, for those of you who haven't been to awesomeccz channel, you should really check it out. I'll leave a link in the bottom page, in the bottom of my page, to their channel, so you can check his channel out and see some of his videos. His videos are basically like mine, only he walks around and talks about a lot of different stuff. and interesting stuff and stuff like that in general, so you should definitely check it out if you get the chance. I'd also like to take the time to promote another YouTube page on here run by a girl I know by the name of Christine, and I told her I would promote her page in my vlog, in my season finale vlog, so here's the promotion of your page, Christine. Basically on YouTube you can find her at Christinibeani. Like if you type in Christinibeani, all one word, you should be able to find her. But of course I'm planning on leaving a link in the bottom of the video, so you can always just click on that and find her that way. You should really check out her page. She has a lot of really good videos. She actually has some interesting, this vlog she does with her best friend Aaron. It's like a screaming girl gamer vlog, and normally I'm not into the whole gamer vlog, like I don't watch too many of them, but I started watching these and they're actually really interesting. It's amusing. It's kind of funny how scared her and Aaron get playing this game. And I mean amusing in a good way, obviously, not amusing in a bad way, because that'd be wrong to laugh at somebody for getting scared and make fun of somebody for getting scared. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to get to some celebrity birthday shoutouts in a little bit. Before that, I figured I'd get to the main topic of this vlog, which of course will be the 30 random facts about Maxx. I wrote them on cue cards, by the way, because I didn't figure I'd be able to memorize all 30 facts, and to be honest, I was feeling kind of lazy, and I figured this would be easier that way, to memorize them that way. So yeah, anyway, random fact number 1 about me. I'm completely immune to being scared when it comes to horror movies. Basically what this means is, like, you know how most people watch a horror movie and they pretty much get scared shitless and it like scares them and gives them nightmares. With me, I can like watch a horror movie and it honestly doesn't scare me at all. I've watched like bloody, gory horror, the bloodiest, goriest horror movies out there, and none of them have scared me, and I don't think there's a horror movie out there that can scare me. Not only that, I consider it a bit of a special ability, if you could call it that, being immune to horror movies and scared by horror movies and stuff like that. Anyway, random fact about Maxx number 2. I hate it when people leave their cell phones on in movie theaters instead of turning them off or putting them on vibrate when the movie is on. And obviously why I hate this is why a lot of people hate this. People go to a movie theater to watch a movie. They don't go to a movie theater to hear your cell phone going off or to hear it click, 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 click on some of your cell phones when you text. So yeah, it's just really annoying, and it's something that I just don't like. Random fact about Maxx number 3. My top 4 favorite foods are spaghetti, Chinese food, BBQ steak, and potato skin french fries. Random fact about Maxx number 4. I didn't have my first girlfriend until my first year of high school, and I didn't experience my first kiss with a girl until my 3rd girlfriend. Now, I know some of you are probably going to be wondering, well, how is that possible that you had your first girlfriend but you didn't have your first kiss with the girl till you had your 3rd girlfriend? And basically the reason I didn't have my first actual kiss with the girl till my 3rd girlfriend is basically because when I dated my first 2 girlfriends, Chantel and Amanda, I didn't really know what to do in the whole boyfriend-girlfriend situation, or really how to be a boyfriend. And it kind of took me till my 3rd girlfriend to kind of get the whole thing about what you're supposed to do when you have a girlfriend, stuff like that. But anyway, Random fact about Maxx number 5. I absolutely hate the show Arrested Development. I consider it to be the most boring show that was ever on television, and I don't get why anybody would like it. And yeah, I basically have a general hatred for that show. I apologize to any of you who are Arrested Development fans, but I just don't like that show. It's stupid, it's boring. I watched a couple episodes of it once, and I was literally bored out of my mind. But yeah, anyway, moving on. Random fact about Maxx number 6. My all-time favorite female actress is, of course, Miss Jennifer Love Hewitt. And basically, she is my all-time favorite female actress. There's no actress in Hollywood that I pretty much like more than Jennifer Love Hewitt. I mean, the girl's got it all. She's an amazing actress, especially like her show Ghost Whisperer. It's a great show. And there's also the fact that the girl's pretty much got it all. She's really beautiful. She's got a perfect body. She's got these beautiful, mesmerizing eyes. She's one of those girls that you could gaze into her eyes for hours and you wouldn't get bored. And pretty much, you know how there's always usually that question people ask, oh, if you could marry any celebrity in the world, which celebrity would you be? Well, of course, for me, that would be Miss Jennifer Love Hewitt. If I could marry any celebrity in the world, I would, of course, marry her, because she's my all-time favorite, and as far as I'm concerned, she's pretty much a perfect woman in a lot of ways. Anyway, moving on. Random fact about Maxx number 7. I'm one of the few people on Earth who still remembers a little show called The Odyssey, and I consider it to be one of the greatest shows that was ever on television. For those of you who don't know what The Odyssey is, basically it was a little show on YTV that happened like about 7 or 8 years ago. And basically it centered around this kid named Jay Ziegler. He falls out of a tree fort, bumps his head as a result of an accident with some bullies, and he basically goes to this world inside his unconscious mind where kids and adults are separated by a wall, and it's basically on one side of the wall is a world ruled completely by kids, and later on in the show by teenagers, and then on the other side of the wall it's ruled by grown-ups. This was a really great show, and I still wish it was on TV, because it is one of the greatest shows that was ever on TV. And yeah, so to those of you who have never seen it, you should totally look it up. It is a really great show, and if you can actually find episodes of it online, I highly suggest watching it, because it's an amazing show. And yeah, moving on. Random fact about Maxx number 8. I think the following shows got cancelled just when they were starting to get really good, and I wish they never got cancelled. Heroes, Kyle XY, The Odyssey, Angel, Dark Angel, Terminator, The Sarah Connor Chronicles, and Dollhouse. Random fact about Maxx number 9. I've never eaten lobster or crab, but I want to try them one day. Random fact about Maxx number 10. I think that Macy Gray is the world's worst sinner. The girl can't sin at all, and how she ever became a famous sinner is beyond me. Basically, I know there's probably some Macy Gray fans out there, but personally, I just don't like the girl. I mean, the girl's a horrible sinner. It just doesn't make sense to me how she's even famous, and I apologize to any of you who are Macy Gray sinners. I just don't think she's a great sinner at all. I do really think she's one of the world's worst sinners. But anyway, moving on. Random fact about Maxx number 11. I rarely ever cry, and even during times when I want to, like at funerals and stuff like that, I find it very hard to do so. Basically, I'm not really an emotional person. I rarely ever cry, and it takes a lot to make me cry. The funny thing though is, I find that during shows when emotional parts happen, like there'll be times when I'll start getting emotional and tears will start coming down my face, and I've never gotten why that is, but yeah. Random fact about Maxx, number 12. I've been in love at least 3 times in my life so far with 3 different girls. And I'm not going to say who those girls are. Most of them know who they are, but yeah. Random fact about Maxx, number 13. When I was younger, one of my main goals in life was to learn everything there was to learn about girls, and I mean everything, in an attempt to become the perfect guy, the kind any girl would want to be with. It's a quirky little thing I had. I don't really know why I had that as one of my goals. It was just one of my goals when I was a kid, or when I was younger, but anyway. Random fact about Maxx, number 14. I date girls for more than just their looks, because I consider it wrong to date a girl just because they are hot, sexy, or have a perfect body. Basically, in general, I just don't see the point of dating a girl. I mean, I've known guys that have dated girls solely on how attractive they are, and just because of how attractive they are, like they're hot or sexy or they have the perfect body. And honestly, if that's the only reason you're dating someone, then you shouldn't be dating them, because you should be dating them for more than just that, like they have a great personality or a great sense of humor. I think it's wrong how there's some guys that like that date girls solely on how good looking they are, and there's even some girls who date guys solely on the fact of how good looking they are, and I just think that's wrong, and you shouldn't date somebody for solely that reason. Anyway, random fact about Maxx, number 15. One day I'd love to learn how to play the drums, and maybe if I'm lucky become as good at playing them as my good friend and idol Jake Hamilton. For those of you who don't know who Jake Hamilton is, he's a good friend of mine, and he also happens to be the drummer in a band by the Android Meme. They're a great band, and I totally suggest checking them out, because they make some really great music, and if you check them out, I'm sure you won't be disappointed. Random fact about Maxx, number 16. I hate people who are mean and rude to someone for no reason, and I also hate when people use others for money and other stuff they shouldn't be using them for. Random fact about Maxx, number 17. I've always been very thankful for all the great friends I have. They are what keep me strong when I feel weak. And basically, I'm thankful to all those friends out there of mine. You know who you are. My best friends, my good friends, my close friends. All those people out there that take the time to compliment me and show me that they care. And it really means a lot. Your friendship really means a lot to me, so thank you to all those people. Random fact about Maxx, number 18. I don't think I'm always right. I know there are times when I'm wrong, but there are a few times when I feel I'm right. Basically, there are some instances when I do feel like I'm right. I mean, granted, I don't feel like I'm right all the time, so don't get me wrong there, because I don't feel like I'm right all the time. I know sometimes I am wrong, but there are times when I think I'm right about certain things. But anyway, random fact about Maxx, number 19. I hate opera music, and I don't think I'll ever like it. For the most part, I do hate opera music. The only time I actually found myself liking it a little bit is when Jackie Evenko sings it, and that's mainly because she has an incredible opera singing voice. But yeah. Random fact about Maxx, number 20. I'd love to meet the following country singers one day: Carly and Britt McKillop of One More Girl, Taylor Swift, Carrie Underwood, Aaron Pritchett, Brad Paisley, Toby Keith, Reba M., Dierks Bentley, Shania Twain, Sarah Evans, Travis Tritt, and Tara Orm. They're all favorite sinners of mine, and they're all ones I'd love to meet someday. Random fact about Maxx number 21. I donate money to charities whenever I'm able to. Like, basically, I'm one of those people where if I have some spare change and I don't need it for something, I'll put it in those little donation boxes, or if I see one of those donation people out, I'll put change in their box to help out their charity, stuff like that kind of thing. Random fact about Maxx number 22. I've had my heart broken many times, mostly by girls. And I think there are some guys out there that can relate to this, how you get your heart broken by a girl. And it sucks, but what can you do? Random fact about Maxx number 23. I enjoy doing the laundry. It's the only chore I like doing because I find it relaxing. And oddly enough, I know a lot of people don't like the whole laundry chore, but honestly, I truthfully do find it relaxing. I don't know what it is about it. I just like doing the laundry. It's the only house chore that I enjoy doing, and I do find it relaxing. So yeah. Random fact about Maxx number 24. I believe in the existence of aliens, werewolves, and vampires. And yeah, I know a lot of people are saying werewolves and vampires aren't real. And maybe they aren't, but I'm one of the few people that actually believes that somewhere in the world there is actual vampires and werewolves. And I do believe that somewhere out there in the universe there is, in fact, aliens, even though the government doesn't want you to believe that there's aliens out there. Random fact about Maxx number 25. I believe that one day technology will become so advanced that just like in the Terminator movies and shows, a highly advanced computer system like Skynet will take over the world, and machines will kill off most of humankind while enslaving the rest of it. Basically, I'm a big fan of the Terminator movies, and I can honestly see the stuff that happens in the Terminator movies happening for real life, because you know one day technology is going to get really advanced, and that same technology is going to get too smart, and it's just going to decide, oh well, I'm not gonna listen to humans anymore, type of thing. Random fact about Maxx number 26. I used to be a talented poet. And yeah, basically I did used to be a poet. I used to write a lot of poetry, even won an award for it in public school and stuff like that, but over the years I lost my poetic talent, which kind of sucks because I can't write poems anymore. I have tried, but I just haven't been able to. And yeah. Random fact about Maxx number 27. And even though it is kind of an embarrassing one, yes, I am still a virgin. Not because I don't want to be, but unlike most of the guys out there, I don't want to lose it having sex with just anyone. I want it to be with someone that I love and I care about, because I think it's stupid to just have sex with any random chick if you don't love or care about them. And I'm one of the few people that wants my first time to be special, so that's one of the main reasons I haven't lost it yet. But anyway, random fact about Maxx number 28. I love techno music, and as most of you all know, I really do love techno music. It's my favorite kind of music. Love to dance to it, love to listen to it. Well, when I do actually dance, I'm not much for dancing, but anyway. Random fact about Maxx number 29. I'd love to have the power to control time and space. Basically, some of you will know about this power from the show called Heroes. It was a power that Hiro Nakamura had, and basically it enabled him to stop time, speed up time, rewind time, go back and forth through time, teleport to any place on the planet. And it was a really cool power, and it's one that I would love to have because there's so many things you could do with that kind of power. And finally, random fact about Maxx number 30. My favorite colors are black, red, and blue. As you will have noticed from the cue cards that I used, they were color-coded those colors. But yeah, anyway, moving on to the final portion of this vlog. I'd like to give a special birthday shout out to 2 celebrities. One I'm a huge fan of, one I'm a pretty big fan of, but not much as the other one. The first one being Arnold Schwarzenegger, who most of you will know played the Terminator in 3 of the Terminator movies. One of them he was evil, but anyway, happy birthday Arnold Schwarzenegger. Hope you have a great 64th birthday today, and you have lots of fun, get lots of great gifts. And I'd also like to send a birthday shout out to the man who played Morpheus in The Matrix, and he's also on CSI, Lawrence Fishburne, who today turns 50. Happy birthday, Mr. Morpheus. I hope you have a great birthday today, and you have lots of fun, get lots of great gifts. And yeah, both Arnold Schwarzenegger and Lawrence Fishburne both have great birthdays today. And yeah, that's about it for my season finale vlog. I hope you liked it, and it's okay if you didn't. I try to make them as good as I can. I was going to do common misconceptions about girls have about guys topic for this vlog, but I figured I'd save it for the season 2 premiere because I haven't really thought of much for that yet, so I'll probably do that for the season 2 premiere. Anyway, this has been another edition of XX Vlogs of Maxx. I am, of course, Max Callan, and talk to you later, people. Hope you have a great long weekend.